If you watched my last episode, then you already know being right can cost you connections. That's what brings up a bigger question. If we weren't supposed to focus on being right, then how do we actually argue? What is destroying the relationship? Because let's be honest, you're not going to stop disagreeing. That's just not life. So the goal isn't to stop arguing. The goal is to stop arguing like enemies and start communicating like people who actually want to stay connected. Most people don't know how to do that. So they don't know how to do that. Not because they don't care, but because they were never taught. We were taught to defend ourselves, prove your point, and not back down. And nobody taught us how to stay calm, preparing, or listen and prepare for your response, or to care more about connection than control. And here's the truth. Most people miss is you're not arguing about the thing. You're arguing about what the thing means. And it's not about the text message. You ignored me. It's not about the tone. It's not about you didn't respect me, about being late. It's about I'm important to you. And arguments are about facts. They're not about feelings. They're not trying to be misunderstood. And when those feelings aren't understood, people go into protection mode. And that's the things that starts to break. Interrupting, louder, rewriting what each other said to the other person, bringing up things from the past, and trying to win instead of trying to understand. And if you're being real, a lot of people don't listen to understand. They listen to respond. And if you've ever caught yourself in a mid-argument thinking, I hear you, but no, you're just wanting your turn. And in that moment, what happens is the conversation is already gone. Because now the connection is a competition. And your brain is playing a big role in this. When the conflict starts, your nervous system decides one thing. Are we safe or are we under attack? And if it picks attack, everything changes. And now you're not communicating, you're reacting. You go into defensive mode and shut down or explode. And none of these create connection. So how you actually argue differently, not perfectly, just better. First, slow the conversation down. Fast arguments are emotional. Slowed conversations create understanding. And if you feel escalating, say something like, hey, can you give me a second? I want to respond, not react. That's not weak, that's control. Second, validate before you explain. Where this is the most important thing that people mess up. You go straight to your side. Instead, try, I can see why that upset you. And you're not agreeing. You're just showing you understand. And that alone lowers defense. Third, stay on topic. The second you say, and another thing is, you've already lost the conversation. So now it's overwhelming. It's not solvable. It's emotional. It's overload. And handle the one thing, finish it, and then move on. Fourth, you put your own part, even if it's small, even if it's only 10%, because your accountability builds trust, and the faster your accountability builds trust, and the faster that faster than being right ever will. Fifth, watch your tone, because people don't just hear the words you're saying, they feel your energy. And you can say the right things with the wrong tone and still land wrong. Sixth, take breaks without abandoning. Say, I need a minute, but I'm not going anywhere. I just need a minute. That keeps Safety intact instead of making the other person feel dismissed. And that part matters more than people think. If you grew up in chaos, calm disagreements will feel uncomfortable. And if you push harder, talk more, escalate faster, not because you're toxic, but because that's how you know your nervous system works, it's not healthy communication. Healthy communication sounds like, I care more about us than I care about being right. And sometimes that is the strongest thing you can do. It's to let something go. And I know that's for sure. Not everything needs to be turned into a full argument. Not everything needs to be proven. Because here's the real question. Do you want to be right or do you want to stay connected? Because most of the time, you don't get both. Being right feels powerful, but connections is something that lasts. And so the next time you feel that pull to prove your point or explain more to win, pause and ask yourself, am I trying to win to stay connected? Or because I'm strong? Or because the strongest relationships aren't the ones that argue. They are the ones that know how to argue without a break from each other. And two, if this hit you, comment connection over control, because that's the first shift. In the next episode, we're going to be talking about something deeper. Why our feelings of guilt are setting boundaries, and why that feeling keeps us stuck. I'll shelter and I'll be back.